Hello, hello. Okay, this is part two of episode 13. I'm just gonna continue right on. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and go back to the my main page thing and click on part one of episode 13. That'll get you up to date and all that stuff. So essentially, essentially what I was talking about was assessments and how my my worry about not being able to see my grandfather again before he dies has gotten in the way, has made me depressed, and that has gotten in the way of me really preparing myself well enough for these things. Um, Especially also because on Monday I have to do two monologues, and one of these monologues is very comedic, very good. There's a comedic line about a stroke, and I just talked to my mom tonight because I couldn't sleep and I wanted to see how everyone was. And now the general consensus is that they think that my grandfather has had a stroke as well as cancer and all this stuff. So that's going to make it really hard for me, at least right now, to think of to be in a comedic mood while talking about strokes. But it's just another exercise for me. It's a good test. Uh, it's good training to be able to put whatever's going on in your personal life aside and act the part, I guess. That's not going to be fun, but it's important. So that's pretty much it. I'm just really depressed about my grandpa and not being able to see my family. Yeah, I'm sorry. This whole episode, both parts of this episode are kind of stuff, but I need to get it off my chest and get it out there. The past few episodes have been kind of serious, talking about seizures and grandpa grandpa cancer. It's a very specific kind of cancer. It's where a specific part of your body grows a grandfather. Um, Very serious because you shouldn't have more than two. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe the way I deal with stress and painful thought processes and stuff like that will help. Because I mean, comedy is how I deal with things. That's how I always. And it's actually made things a little hard for me because if something really serious happens, if someone's like, if my best friend's mom is in a car accident, the first thing that'll come to mind will be, oh my God, is she okay? And then the second thing that'll come to mind will be a joke about whatever the circumstances are. And it's not that I don't take it seriously, it's just that's how I take it seriously, sort of. Like that's how I deal with it instead of, you know, I'd never take a situation like that lightly, but it always looks like I am because of the way that I deal with it. But maybe doing this monologue, maybe the way that I deal with situations like that will help me do the monologue because since I deal with situations through humor and the monologue has to do with a stroke sort of and my we've all kind of figured that my grandpa has had a stroke as well. The thought of that might help with comedic timing. With timing, as the great Steve Martin once said. If you guys haven't heard his stand up, you need to go out and listen or watch either. He is genius. Absolute genius. I'm sure you all have, though, because he's fucking Steve Martin. Um, I'm so awake right now. It is ridiculous. It's 3 in the morning, 3:15 in the morning, and I have not been able to. I slept for 2 hours, woke up, cannot sleep. Way too nervous about a lot of things. I'm nervous about my assessments. I'm nervous about. Here, I'm going to read out to you when all my assessments are, what they are, and when they are. All right, my assessments for Monday are at 9:30 n. At 9:30 a.m. I have to do 2 monologues. At 1 p.m. I have my ballet assessment, which I'll probably not do too great on that one. And then I have a complete vocal warm-up assessment at 2:15 p.m. And then on Tuesday I have a tap assessment at 1 p.m. Hopefully I'll do okay on that. Tap has been very good to me. And then Wednesday I have an ensemble my ensemble singing assessment. I don't know when. I should probably look that up. Then I have rehearsal from 5:30 to 9. And on Thursday, I have. On the ensemble singing assessment is Rockin' Robin. That's what our group is doing, Rockin' Robin. And because of my being sick so often, I haven't gotten to practice with them very much. But we will definitely practice before Wednesday because we need to. Because it's obviously an assessment. So rehearsal Thursday, our contentless scene assessments. We're being assessed on our contentless scenes, and those are scenes that don't really have any backstory, and we have to make them up. Not as we go along. We've had 2 partners now, and we had 2 different scenes, and we have to kind of perfect those and perform those on Thursday, and that's our assessment. And then we have another rehearsal from 2 to 5. Then Friday we have our small group singing assessments, which is pretty much a personal singing assessment. I have to sing a song that shows my progress, and I feel that the song that shows most progress for me is the first song that I sang in class, which is Fishin' Hole by Stephen Lynch. Maybe it's not the classiest of songs, but people like it, and I like it, and it shows what I've done. And then we have our jazz dance assessment, and that I'm probably not going to do too well on. And then I don't know if we have intro to voice or not on Friday. That was all on Friday, by the way. The contentless scene assessment and the rehearsal are on Thursday, and then small group singing and assessment. Well, those are the assessments. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 assessments to be prepared for, and to be honest, I haven't done anything for the warm up. I have to put together a warm up specifically for myself, so I have to do that tomorrow for sure, and monologues tomorrow. I have to finish those and do the warm up. So I'm going to be cutting Thanksgiving fairly short. I also didn't get a chance. Well, I didn't think to pay my £3 for my £3 contribution for the turkey, so I'm not going to be able to have any turkey. So there's that also. So that's going to be an interesting Thanksgiving. I'll go and help set up, but I actually may not stay. If I really can't sleep, I might just start work on assessment stuff. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys around, I guess.